Greetings to all Pokemon fans. Pokemon Legends Z-A is now finally out and you can play this game into your PC much better than the Nintendo Switch 2 version. So if you're interested in playing this game now into your PC, then this is the perfect video tutorial you need to watch. So first of all, what you need is that you will need to have a copy of all these files that I've highlighted here in my folder. I have a dynamic 60 FPS mod for Pokemon Legends Z-A. You will need to have the firmware and keys of the Nintendo Switch. It should be in version 20. And also you will need an NSP file format of Pokemon Legends Z-A with an emulator installed into your PC. But before you follow this guide, I need you to agree that you have fully purchased a legal copy of Pokemon Legends Z-A, either in digital or physical copy. So be sure to own the game, you have bought it, you have a physical copy of the game, then you can proceed in following this guide because we don't support any piracy here, all about legit copy of the game. So once you own the game, you can now proceed on the next step. The next step is to open a web browser and search for Ryubing Emulator. That's the emulator that we'll get, and the first result will always be the GitHub page of Ryubing. So go into the website and then scroll down below, look for the latest build, which says that you can find a stable release here. Click on that and you will be redirected to the page wherein you can get the installers. There are installers for Linux, for Mac OS, and for Linux ARM64. But we are in Windows, so be sure to get the Windows installer and just click on this zip file here. Download it now. Since I have already have this file into my PC, I'm just gonna skip on this part and we'll just open that folder. So this is the folder. Okay, so this is the file that we have downloaded. Double click on it, open it, and then all you have to do is drag and drop this folder here to wherever you want it to put into your PC. Okay, so just drag and drop, and then you just change this into rename it. I'm just gonna name it Ryubing Emulator, and then open it, and then just look for the Ryubing's application file, double click on it, run it, and you'll be able to run Ryubing Emulator. So I have already installed Ryubing Emulator, so I'm just gonna delete this file because I have already have it installed in a different drive. So I'm gonna assume that you have already opened Ryubing's and that you have run it. Okay, so if this is your first installation, then your Ryubing Emulator will not look like mine because you still need to install some files on it before it can detect and play Switch games. So what are those files? Those files are the three files that I have highlighted here in my desktop. These are the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware. Again, it should be in version 20 in order for it to detect and play Pokemon Legends Z-A. Now, if you're asking me on how to get all of these files, okay. So the most legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console itself. You have the console and you have installed a custom firmware in it. So you have modded your Switch, installed a custom firmware, and once you have installed a custom firmware into your Switch, then you can now fully access your Nintendo Switch system files. And once you have access on those system files, all you have to do is just look for all of the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware. Again, it should be version 20. Copy it and paste it into your PC just like mine here. And in order for you to get the NSP file format of the game, again, you should own the game, you have purchases, you have a physical copy of the game, then you have digitally back it up into an NSP or XCI file format. Now, for those who don't know how to mod, install custom firmware to your Switch, or dump your very own Nintendo Switch game, then I might help you on this as long as you own the game, okay? Own the game, own the console. So prepare your mobile phone and scan this QR code here with your QR code reader so that you will be redirected to the page wherein you can get all of these three files. So once you are on the page, be sure to check out the things that you need to do and follow the instructions there in order for you to get these files. So once you have these files, transfer them to your PC if you have downloaded them via your mobile phone. So I'm just going to assume that you have all of these files now, so let's install them. So go ahead, open back Ryubing Emulator. The next step is to install the keys first. So open the keys zip file and then just open the keys folder. Then go to actions in Ryubing, install keys, install.keys. Then locate keys folder here, create a new folder, name it keys, open it, and then just drag and drop the product keys and title keys inside. For you, this will be empty, and for me, I'm just going to replace the files. So just click on the product keys hit open, hit yes, hit OK, go back to actions again, install keys, install.keys, click the title.keys, hit open, hit yes, hit OK. Now I'm just going to close the zip file now. Now the next step is to install the firmware. To do this, just go back to actions, install firmware from XCI or zip file, and then just locate on that firmware file. And again, it should be the latest one, which is version 20.5.0. Click on that, hit open. Ryubing will say that we'll have to install this version, hit yes, and it will say successfully installed. You'll know that it's successful because right down here below it says firmware version 20.5.0. The same as our firmware version. And also, if you have switched games already into your system, then it will now detect them and it will show you their game icons of each game. So as you can see here, I have Pokémon Legends Z-A. It's in version 1.0.0. I have not installed the title update because if I do, Ryubing Emulator will crash. And I have played an hour of this game. It's a 4GB file and it runs perfectly well. And I have installed a mod, and I'm gonna show you that I have installed a mod in it to run at 60 FPS. So I'm just gonna go to manage mods here and show you here that I have a dynamic 60 FPS beta 2 version of the 60 FPS mod. So to install this, again, I'm just gonna show you it to you again. So click on their game, right click on it, and then go for manage mods, and then you need to click add and then just locate on the mods. So just create a folder named mods, and then you just what is it again? You just have to open the files which you have downloaded here, that you have the dynamic 60 FPS, open it, and then just drag and drop it here. And that's how you add the mod. And once done, hit save. Okay, so I'm just going to close in this. That's basically how you add 60 FPS mod for Pokémon Legends Z-A, and it runs perfectly well in Ryubing. Now it's time to optimize this game to run it perfectly so that we will fix the issues where there is a crash in a cinematic scene in Lumio City. So to do that, just go to options and go to settings. And in this part, just be sure to pause the video and copy every setting they see here, because these are the really important parts of Ryubing Emulator. So for the interface, be sure to follow my setting here. The game directories is wherein you will store your Nintendo Switch games. It could be anywhere into PC as long as you know where they are, and it should be in XCI or NSB file format. And once you're done, go to input, and it's better to use a controller rather than a mouse and keyboard when playing Switch games. It's better that way, and you should follow the settings that I have here. So connect your Xbox, PlayStation, PC controller, or Nintendo Switch Pro controller here, map them up according to your liking. But there are settings that you need to change, especially the dead zone. It should be set into 0.20 for both left and right sticks, and the range should be in a maximum, which is 2. And once you are done, go to system settings. And in this part, there are settings that you need to change, especially for the VSync setting. You should change this to Switch, and you have to check the FS integrity checks and the DRAM size, the default setting for this before which we can play all of the Nintendo Switch games. You have it set to 4GB, but for this game, Pokémon Legends Z-A, you need to change this to 8GB. Once you're done, go to CPU. There are setting here that has been changed. So before you can change you click on PPTC, but now for this game you need to uncheck that in order for it Pokémon Legends Z-A to run in Ryubing, and just follow the settings here. And once done, go to graphics, the most important part of the settings. So graphics backend, it should be in Vulkan API. Your preferred GPU is your dedicated graphics card, at least GTX 1050 or GTX 1060. I might say it's much better that you have the 1060 version. That is really an old video card right now, graphics card. So I think you have a better graphics card right now, and you'll be able to play all of the Switch games easily. Now for features and enhancements, you should enable shader cache and enable macro HLE. Resolution scale is in 2x resolution. This will make the game much more beautiful, much more sharper to look at. And also, if you're having some issues, if you're having some performance issues, just change this back to native, which is the base resolution of the Switch. But if you have a powerful CPU and graphics card just like me, you can change this to 3x, 4x 4K resolution. So it depends on what monitor you have. Now for anti-aliasing, you set this to SMA Ultra or set this to none if you're having issues. Scaling filter, FSR set to 100%, but if you're having issues, changes to bilinear. Anisotropic filtering, it should be in 16 times, but if you're having some issues, change this to auto or 2 times. Aspect ratio, this is subjective to what monitor you have, so change this to the aspect ratio of your monitor. Once you're done, go to audio. Really simple settings, copy that and hit apply and hit OK. Congratulations, your Pokémon Legends Z-A is now fully playable into your PC. So a little bit of disclaimer, yes, is that I can't show you guys a gameplay of this game because we all know how strict Nintendo is and they hate this kind of video tutorial regarding the Switch emulation scene for their games. So if I show you a gameplay, then my channel will be taken down, my videos will be taken down, and I don't want that to happen. So I hope you guys understand, but I am willing to compromise a little bit and show you a proof that this game is working. So I'm just gonna boot up into the title screen of the game, and once I am in the title screen, I'm just gonna stop the emulation, and also I'm just gonna blur the screen from here on out so that Nintendo will not be able to hit me with any of their copyright strikes into my channel. And again, please do understand. So we are now loading Pokémon Legends Z-A. So I am in the title screen, and as you can see here right down here below, it's running 60 FPS easily with the mod that we have installed. So as long as you have followed all the steps that I've shown you in this guide, guys, you'll be able to play Pokémon Legends Z-A easily into your PC with no issues at all. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of this game, then just leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try my best to answer all of them. So if you find this video helpful, please do like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That will help me out massively. Thank you for watching, see you next time, and goodbye for now.